Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown here to talk about USA Network furious with WWE. Now, I was going to do another video in my spiritual enlightenment Facebook page, YouTube channel to talk about more about WWE because the whole Saudi Arabia stuff about, if you didn't hear, WWE didn't want to go to court and all that shit, so they had to pay the courts a lot of money. Why they didn't want to go to court with the whole Saudi Arabia thing? Remember when the superstars got stuck over there? WWE doesn't want to go to court with that. People want to investigate why WWE did that. So WWE went to court and put a whole bunch of money. They were fucking afraid to go to court. Why? That's going to come out soon. It is. It's going to come out. I guarantee you. The truth cannot be hidden for long. And we all know that. All right? Especially if it's fucked up, you know? So, because karma, just because they're a company, you don't think karma doesn't bite them in the ass? You think they're gonna pay karma money? Please. It's a galactic thing, man. If I get karma, bad or good, they get karma. You know? So, it's already happening right now as we speak. So, moving on. So, my thoughts on the USA Network, just furious with WWE. Well, can you blame them? And yes, the USA Network wants edgier content from WWE. They want them to do dark content, edgy. They're not going to do what they did back in the Ruthless Aggression era with the divas, with the women's wrestlers. They're not going to do that. But they are going to make them, a little bit sexy. They still are sexy the way they are anyway, so they probably won't change as much anyway, so there you go. And the thing is, this is funny, because when I heard this, it wasn't that, when I recently heard this, I'm all like, I was literally telling myself, I'm like, you know what? WWE will literally go to a different network to literally not change their content. That's how fucking stupid they are. And I can literally see that more than them literally listening to USA Network. That's just me. And how much you want to bet if that happened and WWE goes to a different network and the USA Network is like, you know what? You left? All right. Yo, AEW, you want to come to our channel? I'm not saying that will happen, but yo, that'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be fucking hilarious. That's one way to piss WWE off. That's one way to piss on their shit. But soon, what is it? Soon, people are gonna people already know this, but is WWE going to change their mind soon, basically? Are they going to finally are they finally actually going to do shit about it, about what they're doing? And obviously, it always goes back to blaming the writers. Of course you're going to blame the writers, Vince, because that's all you do. Oh, shit sucks. I blame you. Who's the boss? Who's greenlighting this shit? You are. So everyone's looking at you and being like, how can we impress this old man that literally just loves farts and shit? How can we impress somebody that literally loves fart and shit and loves making fun of superstars? How can we impress a man like that? We're basically impressing fucking, in a way, what? A man that's out of touch. Why are we trying to impress a man that's out of touch? All right? A man that's going to be like, oh, you don't know anything. You're a millennia. And then some of these superstars will be like, oh, I'm not happy to be here and shit. And I'm just like, see, this is why the business is not the way it is right now. You want to hump on the bandwagon of all the superstars that came before you, basically. Not all of you are like that, but some of you are. And it's just like, come on, man. Come on. And I also was going to do another video, a spiritual enlightenment way, not on this channel, but my other channel, about how you superstars are. And I was going to call out all wrestlers in that video. It was mostly a video for all the wrestlers in the whole world. So I might just do that maybe soon. I don't know. But if not, then not. Because in the spiritual enlightenment way, this government system is ending soon. And soon, I don't know if this is going to be my last video. It could be. But I'm planning to do a last video. So if this is my last video, then it's my last video. But if not, then not. I'm going to try to do one more video before I end it all in this channel, basically. Not end it all by killing myself. No. By ending the channel, basically. But I don't know if WWE would change their mind. Literally, like I said before, I think they would rather go to a different fucking network than change. Because that's how stubborn and stupid they are. Alright? And when USA Network is literally asking WWE to make edgier content, dark content, what's WWE gonna feel like? I'm talking to my friend Henry. My friend Henry is basically like, he's basically like this. Also, let's see. He said, do the USA Network really want a dark content, or that's just my only question? It's true. And I told him I agree. Would WWE even do it, you know? And he also said that, also, if the USA want dark and violent content, I say make the network uncensored, and nudity, which I doubt they would do nudity, and gore. I can see gore. I can see uncensored and gore. And nudity, I doubt they would do nudity. You know, maybe they will, you know, not sexual the women up. They just be the way they are right now, you know, just, you know. Maybe you could tweak a little bit of sexiness with them, you know, kind of like what you did with maybe with Paige or something like that, or with AJ Lee, you know, the way she was and all that shit. If you did that with AJ, if you did that, almost like what Alexa Bliss is also. See, that type of stuff is actually kind of sexy. That to me is sexy. That is fucking just saying. Now, I'm not saying make all the women like that. Just make them relatable in a way, you know, more relatable. You know, but again, you don't have, every woman should be different anyway. So especially with these male superstars. But okay, girl, TV show and movies. Yeah, basically he's trying to say that it should take elements from horror movies, comedy, and action movies. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. The thing that's going crazy right now is superhero movies, and WWE is not looking at that and taking opportunities of it. For kind of out, you superstars are kind of like superheroes in a way. You've been saying that since the 80s, right? So, hello? What do you think they always call John Cena superhuman, you know? So, might as well play around with it. For kind of out, you already got fucking stupid Roman Reigns. Well, sorry to say that. Just the character. I mean, to be honest, he's doing well for himself right now, so I'm actually happy what I'm seeing from that. But should have happened a long time ago, either when he defeated the Undertaker, or when people just booed the living shit out of him at the Royal Rumble and The Rock came in, you know? So that pissed me off even more. I was just like, you knew what they were fucking doing. You knew what the fuck they were doing. But you know, they could do gore, they could do obviously violence and shit. And look, most people are like, oh, WWE's not going to do, you know, chair shots and all that. Look, WWE has the money to make fake props. You know those fake props in Hollywood? Like you get a glass and then they break it on you, but it doesn't feel anything like that? You can get those. If you can get a fake glass prop, what makes you think you can get fake cookie sheets and fake steel chairs? Then when you whack it on somebody, they're not going to feel anything. No concussion or anything like that. Because it's made from a Hollywood studio that is for movies of a prop. You know? I mean, come on. WWE has the money to literally do that. And yet they don't want to. Because they're stubborn, rich motherfuckers. Alright? And then they just want to blame the fans and blame their creative writing instead of blaming themselves. They are their worst enemy. It's like, just Alex said the same shit. And I'm like, thank you. They are their worst enemy. And they think everyone else is their own enemy. Motherfucker, look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, wait, you can't. Because you sold your soul. That's why you can't look in the mirror. Because you're looking at something that's ugly and pathetic. Sorry, that's a little enlightenment thing. You think they didn't sell their soul? Oh, please, bitch. Yeah, they did. They make money, okay? Most people that make money around here, like the high leads, like the freaking cabal type shit, like the Rothschilds and Rockefellers and shit, and the Rooster Christians. What do you think? They fucking make money like crazy, man. Basically, those are the people that quote unquote own the world and all the banks and shit. And then those are the same people that do sex trafficking and shit. Put that shit together, man. You find that shit out. All right. And then going back to I'm not getting political, but this is just the truth shit. When you see WWE hanging out with the president, former president, then you see what the fuck's going on. Especially when they say that this motherfucker's a pedophile and WWE's hanging out with them. What does that say about WWE? Just a little thing to get the gears going. Just saying. And if you still don't believe me, I have nothing to say to you. Nothing to say to you. But moving on. If WWE is going to do this, if they are going to go edgier and darker, then the thing is, I think the USA Network point out superstars that they want to see in the limelight. And I'm just like, those are superstars that should have been on top already. I should have had posters of Cesaro right here on my fucking wall. How come I don't have a picture of Charlotte Flair on my wall? Or Becky Lynch or Ronda? I would have loved to have a Ronda Rousey poster from WWE. Hell yeah. Give me that WrestleMania look. When she falls apart, give me that look. Oh, she looked fucking hot in that shit. Okay? Woo! That shit turned me on. Nice ass too. Sorry. I'm a guy. Sorry. But see, that's the stuff that I'm talking about, like that sexiness, basically. That's what I'm talking about. See, you can keep they have that sexiness with some of the women, just crank it up a little bit, you know, so much so that they're not taking their clothes off or anything like that, but so much so that they like to, like, say if there's a segment and a superstar is there talking, then a woman superstar comes in and she can like sexually abuse him and shit, and then he might fall for it, and then she can low blow him or something, or beat his ass or something. I wouldn't care. I would be like, yo, that's fucking awesome. And one thing too, could we have gender and gender fighting? Like literally, could we have literally women versus men fighting? If Japan is doing it, if AEW is doing it, and no one doesn't bat an eye, no one doesn't care, for crying out loud, why WWE doesn't do it? So you're telling me it's fucked up when a woman or a man fights, so you're telling me it's fucked up when a woman fights a man or a man fights a woman? So I guess Kill Bill shouldn't exist, or the Alien movies shouldn't exist, you know? Or the Wonder Woman shouldn't exist. Come on, man. Fucking for real. This is entertainment, okay? People want to see shit. People want to be entertained. Literally. It's my dog. Fuck it. And the thing is, you know how people want that lesbian angle to happen and then they push it? And there's even rumors right now that they want to do it. But are they going to push it forward? Because every time they hint it or try to push it, and the fans are like, yeah, do it, go ahead, something new, something that is actually pretty good, I'm actually invested in it. Then they bring it back and fuck it up. And it's just like, then why was I invest into this shit? Why the fuck are you dragging me? That's why WWE is the way it is right now. They try to drag the fans, and then they get them hype, and then they drop it, and then WWE, you realize why we always complain. And then you're like, oh, you're entitled. Of course we're entitled. We're entitled because we've seen good shit from you. And now you're throwing shit and you're like, dude, what's wrong with you? It's almost like going to a restaurant and you like their food, you know? And then all of a sudden it's become shit. And you're like, oh, it's not as good as I remember. So I just stopped going. And then all of a sudden, when you come in to pick up something, like pick up food because like one of your family members still like it, they're going to ask you, why you don't come here anymore? You barely come here. Why you don't buy our food? I'm like, I'll buy your food, but I won't eat it. Who are you buying it for? From one of my family members, because they walked over there just to grab it and give it to them, you know, basically. I'm a personal delivery guy for my own family members. Sometimes, you know, not all the time, but sometimes when I'll be like, hey, I'm about to go here, want something, you know, it's like that. I think we can all relate to that, obviously, because it happens. That's how it is. So I don't know. What would you guys want in WWE? Literally, what would you got? Would you want that edgier content, that dark content? You know, the thing is with the Fiend, if you could do that dark, edgy, horror, gore shit, by now the Fiend should be covering every opponent in blood. Now, I'm not saying crimson mass. I'm talking about like covering them in blood. In the mat in the ring should be covered in blood. But in a spiritual enlightenment way, when they do shit like that, it's like, oh God. Because this is a company that sold their soul. I'm sorry. To get to the top, to be famous, you need to sell your soul. All right? You don't become famous because you're talented. The fuck world do you think you live in, man? Why do you think people struggle to live every day? Even the people that have bachelor's degree are still struggling to live. The fuck is that? And then in the 60s, if you have a bachelor's degree, or the 60s, 70s or 80s, or even 90s, you're good. But now, oh, forget it. Forget it. You're gonna live in a fucking apartment forever, basically. But in the government's eyes, you should have all this money. That's why they fucking put the RANT up and shit for you. And it's like, you think I have all this money and I don't. So that's just an example, you know? But it's really dawning for WWE that if they don't do this, this is their final straw in a way. This is. I mean, I barely watch WWE. I barely care for their company anymore. If they die tomorrow, I still don't give a fuck. But USA Network is literally telling them, change when the Royal Rumble happens. What happens if they don't? I don't know. Will USA Network kick them to the curb and be like, we don't want you in this network anymore. Get out. USA Network is wasting money on WWE. For crying out loud. And WWE is just like, we can do what the fuck we want, so fuck this shit. And the USA Network is like, oh, you think that? Oh, okay, we're gonna take that money back then. I don't give a fuck. Oh, how about this? We're giving you an obligation, basically. If you do this, you can stay here. If not, well, you better find another network because you ain't coming back here, bitch. You ain't never coming back here. Which is kind of fucked up because Raw started in the USA Network. And the way WWE is, the way they're greedy and self-entitled sometimes, they'll be like, all right, fine, we'll find a different network. USA Network won't give a fuck. They'll be like, good riddance. Because WWE, if you do that, you know what you're telling USA Network? That you don't want to grow. You're literally telling USA Network that you don't want to grow. When Mandalorian can give edgier content than you, there's a problem. There's a fucking problem. Right? And I haven't watched the Mandalorian shit, and I heard that shit is... Oh, and by the way, Disney, make a fucking Lucas series now. Seriously, I saw that clip online, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, because I barely care about spoilers sometimes, man. It just depends what it is, you know? Sorry for anyone to be like, oh, you ruined it for yourself. Again, I don't care. It just depends what it is, you know? So, if it's something like what it was, like Kingdom Hearts 3, then I'll, like, be upset about it, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is, you know? So, tell me what you guys think down below. Do you guys want WWE to literally be edgy? Do you want them to change? Obviously, we do want them to change. But do you even think that they're even going to change? I think they won't. I don't think they won't. I would like for them to, but this is the company that really doesn't care for their superstars, doesn't give a fuck about the quality of their shit. Mainly because the guy in charge doesn't give the quality of their shit. That's why CM Punk said that this company is better off if Vince McMahon dies. And that's why other people say that it's better off if Vince just sells it to somebody that actually gets the wrestling business. And then literally Stephanie, Shane, and Triple H will literally be working for the guy that actually, or woman, that actually knows about wrestling. And then that would piss off Triple H, Shane, and Stephanie, because they'll be like, so wait, you're telling me that we can't have the company? And Vince would be like, no, I'm sorry. Business is business. And then they will know that by the end of the day. Even though they'll still complain about it. You gotta remember, at the end of the day, Vince is a businessman. You know? Look, if he's going to give it to his son-in-law, his son, or his daughter, will he even get that money back if he can give it to somebody that will get that money back. You know? You know? Just saying. He's a businessman. And I think he's thought about that before. He might be senile, but sometimes he can do good business. You know? And when he does good business, you actually be like, then why do you fuck up, dude? When you actually do care and don't want to fuck up, you do good business. But when you do want to fuck up, it's like the business is like, no one doesn't care. No one doesn't care. If the boss doesn't care, why should we? Why should we write compelling storylines if the boss doesn't care? I feel sorry for the writers. I would literally tell Vince that. I'm like, Vince, if you don't care about the storylines that we're making, then why should we care making it? You can fire me, go ahead, but this is true. I'm sorry, Vince. Sorry, but not sorry. You're fired. Okay, bye. Hey, Disney. Oh, no, wait, I don't want to go there. Hey, you know what? I'll make my own story. Because everywhere you go, it's going to be either effective or they make it into a fucking agenda. So, that's really it. Tell me what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And just tell me what you guys think. You think WWE would change? You think they would listen to USA? We'll see.